Hit that like, subscribe button, and feel free to leave a comment. Hey, yo, let me holler at y'all real quick, man. Anybody who came up in the 90s, y'all already know the vibe. Back then, we wasn't thinking about no future. Hell no. We wasn't out here talking about 401ks or saving accounts. Nah. We was like, man, I ain't even gonna make it to 21. And if you wasn't thinking that, you wasn't outside. Real talk. The 90s was different, homie. You wake up in the morning, throw on your oversized jeans, hit your pager, like who beat me? And hoping it wasn't some drama popping off. Life was fast, reckless, and wild. We wasn't out here thinking about no retirement plans. We were just trying to make it through the weekend without getting caught slipping. You know? 21 was the finish line, or so we thought. Here's the crazy part, though. You hit 21, and all of a sudden, you're like, damn, I'm still here. And you ain't got no plan, no blueprint. You spent all this time thinking you wasn't going to make it, and now you're out here like, so what's next? And you don't know what's next because you've been acting a fool for so long. It's all you know. By 21, shoot, half of my homies were either locked up or gone. You go to the liquor store, see a RIP tagged in the side of the wall with your boy's face on it, and you're like, damn, that was my dog. You pouring out a little Henny for him on the corner, you know. All right, let's keep it real. It wasn't no Henny. It was a 99-cent King Cobras. You know what I'm talking about. But you're still out here doing the same dumb stuff that got him caught up. It's like we ain't learned nothing yet. Man, when I hit 21, I thought I was invincible. I'm out here with my crew, acting like we own the block. We're in the whip, bumping that Dre. You know what I mean? Boom, volume all the way up. Bass just rattling. So hard. Felt like the car was going to fall apart. You know what I mean? The screws backing out of the dashboard and your side freaking trims and shit, you know? And you couldn't tell us nothing. And the dumb stuff we used to do? Man, listen. You ever pull up at a party and take their kegs and throw your own party? Huh? Or go and wipe out a whole side of a Budweiser truck, taking all their 32-ounce, 40-ounce King Cobras, Bud Light, Budweisers? Take it and throw a party at the canal bank? Those were the 90s. And after the party, we were going to go hit up a Jack in the Box. So instead of just staying home like a normal person, you're out here digging through your couch, cushions, looking for some quarters and some change. You show up to a drive-thru with 187, talking about, yo, how many tacos can I get with this? And then your boy in the passenger seat, he's like, let me get a cup of water, please. But you know he's about to fill it up with Sprite. You know what I'm talking about? We didn't think about the future because the 90s made us live in survival mode. It was all about the day-to-day. Who got the freshest kicks? Who got the most fly starter jacket? You know? And you had to be careful with that jacket, too. Because if you was caught slipping, somebody was snatching it off your back. Starter jackets was like a rite of passage. But they also came with a target. You walk down the wrong block, and the next thing you know, you jacketless. Shoot, or even shot. You just get crazy over those jackets, man. Real talk, though, a lot of us didn't make it. You look back now, and it's crazy, man. Some of the realest ones, the ones you thought would be around forever, they either locked up or gone. You ever sit back and think like, man, if homie was still here, he'd be clowning on me for this dad bod that I got right now, you know? Or you got one of your boys calling you, collect from the pen, and he like, yo, stay out there and live for me, bro. And you feel guilty because you know you could have been that one to steer him in the right direction. But yet here he is spending life in prison. But let's keep it real. There ain't never gonna be another era like the 90's. The music, legendary. You had Tupac and Biggie dropping classics where everybody's mom was in the kitchen yelling at us, turn that gangster rap mess off. The fashion, hilarious. Oversized everything. We was out here looking like kids playing dress up in our big brother's clothes. And the slang, man, we was out here saying the bomb, fat, and what's up? Like we was trendsetters. Half of y'all don't even want to admit you used to answer the phone like, yo, what it do, player? You couldn't even have a serious conversation back then because everything was a joke. But here's the thing. As wild as it was, the 90's taught us a lot. It taught us loyalty. Because back then, your crew was everything. It taught us how to hustle, how to grind, how to make something out of nothing. And most importantly, it taught us how to appreciate life. Even when we didn't think we had much of one. Now, some of y'all got kids, jobs, and mortgages, but you still got that 90's spirit in you. You still hear a G-Funk beat and nod your head like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I still got it. And that's the beauty of it. We didn't think we was going to make it. But here we are, telling the stories, keeping the vibe alive. So, to everybody who survived the 90's, salute to you. We came up in a time when the odds were stacked against us. But we made it through. We ain't perfect, but we're still here. And as long as we're here, we gotta honor that by living, by laughing, by remembering where we came from. And to the young cats out there, y'all ain't gonna never know or understand what it was like. Y'all got TikTok and Wi-Fi. We had pagers and payphones. Y'all got Uber Eats. We had to hit up the ice cream truck just to get a Choco Taco, you know? The 90's was a vibe. There'll never be another time like it. So let's keep it alive through the stories, the music, and the memories. And maybe, just maybe, we'll pass down a little bit of that 90's wisdom to the next generation. But until then, stay solid, stay blessed, and remember, the 90's made us who we are. You know, but as much as I love reminiscing, here's the thing. We've come a long way. Life's not about being stuck in the past. It's about taking what you've learned, where you've been, and using that to propel yourself forward. That's what I mean when I say, now that we've made it this far, it's time to show and prove. Back then, we talked about dreams. Now we're out here chasing them, or at least we should be. The 90's taught us grit, creativity, and the importance of knowing all the words to the French Prince of Bel-Air theme song. But it also taught us resilience. See, success isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom to explore, to grow, to do what you love without asking for permission. And for me, life's about travel now. I don't want to just sit around reminiscing forever. There's a whole world out there. You don't have to be stuck in one spot, one mindset, or one situation. I mean, come on. We've got planes now. Why stay stuck when you can wake up in a completely different time zone? And let me tell you, travel changes you. It humbles you. Like, you ever try to order food in a country where you don't speak the language? You'll realize real quick how uncoordinated you are. But then you figure it out. And boom, you're eating the best tacos you've ever had in a back alley in Mexico. Or sipping espresso at a cafe in Italy that makes Starbucks taste like dishwater. And that's where inspiration comes in. I'm not just traveling for me anymore. I'm traveling to inspire. Because when people see you step out of your comfort zone, they start to think, hey, maybe I can do that too. And they're right. Success isn't this mystical thing reserved for a chosen few. It's for anyone willing to put in the work and take a chance. So yeah, the 90s were incredible. They shaped us, but they didn't define us. The real story is what we do now. Are we out here living, exploring, showing the world what's possible? Or are we stuck letting life pass us by? And if you're stuck, here's my advice. Channel your inner 90s kid. Remember what it felt like to pop in that VHS tape and rewind it with pure determination because you didn't want to pay that Blockbuster late fee? That same energy applies to life. Rewind, reset, and then hit play full speed ahead. You know, folks, it's funny how many of us think we've seen the world because we've been to a beach in Florida or maybe visit Disneyland. Look, I'm not knocking Disneyland. It's magical. But that's not traveling. That's just organized chaos with overpriced churros. What I'm talking about is stepping out of your comfort zone, getting on a plane, and landing somewhere where you don't even know how to ask for the bathroom without accidentally ordering a plate of octopus. That's living. Now, here's the thing. When you travel outside the U.S., your brain goes into overdrive because everything is different. First of all, let's talk about food. Over here, we have the audacity to call a taco from a gas station authentic. You go to Mexico, though, and let me tell you, that street vendor taco will make you question every decision you've ever made. One bite, and you're like, wait, why did I ever eat Taco Bell? Did I even live before this moment? And then there's Europe. Oh man, Europeans make you feel lazy and uncultured at the same time. You'll be walking through Italy and every corner has a building older than your entire country. You're standing there staring at the Colosseum like people fought lions here. And some Italian guy walks by eating gelato like it's just another Tuesday. Meanwhile, back home, we get excited about a Walmart grand opening. Perspective, folks, perspective. But traveling isn't just about the sights, it's the people. And let me tell you, meeting people from different cultures is like opening a window to a whole new world. You go to Japan and everyone is polite to a level that will make you feel bad about your entire existence. They bow, the courtesy. And then you come back home to the DMV where Brenda looks at you like you're personally ruined her day. And you start thinking, man, we really need more bowing and less eye rolling. And can we talk about how other countries do time differently. In Spain, they have what is called siestas, siestas, I believe it's called, where all the business shut down in the afternoon so people can nap. That's genius. Over here, you're lucky if your boss lets you sit down for 5 minutes before carrying these are 12 spreadsheet. In Spain, they're like, you're tired? Go sleep, my friend. Life is too short for stress. And then they eat dinner at 10 p.m. and party until 3 a.m. like they invented time management. The thing about traveling is that it makes you appreciate what you have while also realizing what you're missing. You come back and suddenly your problems don't seem so big anymore. You're grateful for your family, your home, and even your groceries. You know what I mean? Or you don't have to meme out milk because you don't know the word in another language. Trust me, nothing makes you appreciate life more than standing in a foreign country, holding an empty cereal bowl and trying to explain lactose intolerance to someone who doesn't speak English. So if you're sitting there thinking, I don't have time to travel, let me tell you, you don't have time not to. Life is short. Go to Thailand and ride an elephant. Visit Brazil and learn how to samba. Go to Australia and try not to get eaten by one of their terrifying animals. Just go. When you come back, I guarantee you'll look at life differently. You'll smile more, stress less, and maybe even appreciate that DMV Brenda just a little bit, but only a little bit. So pack your bags, people, and let's get out there. The world's too big, too weird, and too wonderful to stay in one place. And hey, if nothing else, you'll get a great story out of it. And isn't that what life's all about? Hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget that king mentality. Always dripping, never tripping. All I need is my money. And the hustle continues no matter what.